Hello, hi guys. We are starting this webinar series today. I am Chine Lozie, and we are sorry we are running a little bit late. So right now we are going to go straight into the webinar series. So I just need to bring in the other host members. So just give me some seconds to get them. Excuse me. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, you're welcome to the webinar today. I'm very sorry we are about 10 to 15 minutes late, but we are going to move forward to the webinar series today. So actually, this is a webinar that have been designed to intimate and to enlighten people who have the vision, who has the vision to travel to Canada for different purposes. So after due review of questions we've received, we have decided to caption this seminar, Acquire a Skill, Study and Live in Canada. Sorry about that. So we are going to start. The theme of this webinar is Acquire a Skill, Study and Live in Canada. So this implies that for you to enter Canada, you need to be coming to Canada for the purpose of acquiring a skill, study and live in Canada. Some people want to come to Canada, but they don't know how to go about it because Canada is a very attractive country with a lot of things people really want to see. So in this seminar, I'm going to navigate a little bit to different things, but I'm going to start today by looking at first why so many people want to come to Canada. And we're going to go through it from this way. Canada as a study destination. Hold on, please. So we're going to start it this way, Canada as a study destination. So I don't know, can you see my screen, please? So we're going to start this way. Sorry, we're just trying to resolve some technical issues. So we are looking at Canada as a study destination. So when we look at acquiring a skill in Canada, what are we talking about? In Canada, acquisition of skill is proportional to studying. There are different types of studies in Canada. And when you go looking for a study abroad destination, what do you look out for? What is your interest? So, and why do so many people want to go to Canada? So one of them is, some people look out for various things. Some people look out for a place where they can stay, study, and work after studies. Some people look out for different things. Some people want to a place that has cultural diversity, fast program churches, cosmopolitan cities, big and small size schools, a place where they can excel, triumph in all ramification. So, but then what you need if you're looking out for places that is very diverse, a place where you can excel, a place where you can grow, a place where you can learn skills, then you want to be looking at Canada. So I'm going to be highlighting why Canada is the first study destination anyone can aspire for. And one of those reasons is what I'm going to show today. Canada ranks as the 7th most popular study destination for international students. And so if you look around the world, so many people go to Australia, some go to US, some go to different countries, but Canada is one of the best places. Students can work while they study. Students can make Canada their permanent home. Students who have top quality education. It is very peaceful, and they are very tolerant people. These are people that can live with you, people that are happy to have people from various places. The country is highly multicultural. You can get degrees that are internationally recognized. Fees are affordable, have nature, everything. So no matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from, no matter your background, Canada is a destination for you. Canada has something to offer you. And the programs in Canada are very wide and very vast. We have different types of programs. We are looking at, we have diploma and postgraduate programs. We have undergraduate and transfer programs. We have master programs. We have doctorate programs. We have postdoctorate programs, all cutting across colleges and universities. If you look at the diploma programs are actually programs that are skill-based, which is the concept we are talking about today. They are skill oriented. We're talking about the builders, the tech guys, the financial, the designers. These are all covered under the skill-based programs. We look at pipe fitters, we look at network technicians, migration consultants, the maintenance engineers. Most of these programs are very short in length and they teach you the skill you need. They are designed with employers at heart. If you look at the undergraduate program, there are several undergraduate programs here in Canada, and they cut across law, medicine, engineering, social sciences. Two main academic seasons. Students can start in any of them. We're looking at graduate programs. We have postgraduate programs, master's, doctorate, postdoctorate programs. We are going to go deep into this in tomorrow's webinar. So you need to understand some of these things, and then you know how. If you want to get into this, I'm going to go more deep into this discussion in the next slide. So I'm just going to cut this slide short here. Okay, hold on, please. Okay, so in this section, I'm going to be more elaborate. I'm going to be more elaborate from start to finish. So for issues I have talked and discussed about previously, I'm just going to brush over them. So we are going to look at why Canada is the study destination. I discussed this previously, and I'm just going to pick the relevant points here and before I go into the second section of this webinar. The first section is low tuition. if you compare the tuition fee students pay in Canada to those of the US, Australia, and UK, you see that tuition fee for Canada is relatively low compared to these ones. The quality of life is also high. People live pretty much well, and you have work and study options here. And so these are one of the highlights, one of the things most people really want to understand. Like I said before, it is multicultural, it's highly innovative. The quality of education is also high, among the best. Most of the degrees you obtain here in Canada are internationally recognized. There's a high possibility of becoming a permanent resident, sorry, at the end of your program. So there's an option, there's a pathway for that. So all you need to do is to key into the system, and then you will be able to get to that level. Now I'm going to go into why we are talking about skill-based studies. Some people call this applied education, whereas some people call it professional career development. This is essential because Canada is a skill-driven environment. Skill-driven in the sense that your position, how far you go in the economy, or even your job prospects is a function of what you know, what you can do, and how well you can do it. So we call this skill-based studies because it's the easiest way to get into the system if you want to live in a different environment, if you want to study in a different environment. Then what you want to be doing is you want to be coming for the skill-based programs because they are practical oriented. This program is suitable for people, let's say you're in Nigeria or you're in any part of the world, and then you completed your program, you're already working, and you want to improve your skill, then you want to come for programs of this nature. You want to live in a different environment, you want to see what it looks like living in Canada, then you want to come for programs like this. Why do we recommend programs like this? We recommend programs like this because they are very valuable, because they place a value in you within a short time. So I'm going to explain how these programs work. Now, these programs work in most colleges and polytechnics in Canada. The educational system in Canada is designed in such a way that you have the universities and you have the colleges and the polytechnics. Similarly, also in Africa. Now, the universities is designed, to impact research-based skills to its students, whereas the colleges and polytechnics are designed to arm students with on-the-job skills, skills that are rightly needed in the place of work, skills that are rightly needed in the factories, skills that are rightly needed in the control rooms, in the law firms. So these skills are not theory. These programs are not theory, they are core practical-based programs. So if what you desire is to become a specialist, an expert in a particular field, within a short interval of time, then what you want to come is for these programs. And why do we recommend these programs? We also recommend these programs because they are short in length, and at the same time, at the end of the program, you can easily land a job. Because most employers don't want to employ students that just know a lot of theory, bunch of theories, and don't really know how to do the job. So they want students that actually understand what they do, what to do. Students that would not require much of training to become efficient. Most companies today are spending a lot of resources equipping and training their employees before they become staffs. And most companies want to stop spending that money. So they want to just hire those people that already know the job. And that's why most of the people from the university are finding it very difficult to get jobs, even in Canada. So you see someone with just a certificate program, just 1 year skill-based certificate program, most of those people are getting jobs faster because the employers are out for profit. So why would they spend money training you when they can employ somebody that already knows the job? So that is what it looks like. So we are going to see how this works. The colleges are connected to the employers. So the employers intimate the colleges on the trainings that are required. Most of these trainings are hands-on and they are geared towards skill development. They are geared towards learning how to use the tool. They are geared towards learning what to do, when to do, how to manage situations. They are not geared towards understanding principles. They are not geared towards understanding theories. They are geared towards being equipped and knowing the job. And that is why for most colleges in Canada, they have direct relationship with employers and they just impact and imbibe the knowledge the students just need to do the job. And that is what is concerned. Most of these programs are training based. Now we are recommending this because of how easy it is to get a job fast, which also leads to stability. So which means if you're coming to Canada and then you're coming to study, of course, I know you want to also make some money, right? So for you to make some money, you need to get a job. To get a job, you need to know, sorry, you need to know what to do. You don't know how to do it. You don't know what skills are needed. And you need to be able to put these things together for it to work. So there are most programs of this nature. Some of these programs are engineering based. Some of them are art based. Some of them are law related, medical related. I'm just going to go through some of those programs. Example of one of these programs is aircraft maintenance engineering. Aircraft maintenance engineering, of course, like the name implies, is related to aircraft, like managing and maintaining aircrafts. So managing and maintaining aircraft. So let's say you have a bachelor's in, let's say, engineering, sciences. Any of these programs can easily fit into this course. So, and then what you want to do, you want to come and then you want to get information. They're going to teach you hands-on how aircrafts are maintained. And then you're going to get a job very fast. After 6 months, you would be able to apply for your permanent residence. So the whole concept is your ability to land a job very fast. Stability is proportional to when did you get a job. Stability is proportional to how soon can you get a job. How soon you can get a job is directly proportional to what skills you have. Do you have the employable skills the employers are looking for? What can you do? And that is why we are strongly promoting programs of this nature, especially for people that already have a bachelor degree, people that have some experiences. No matter what, even if you don't have any of these experiences, you can, let's say you are just a high school graduate, a secondary school graduate, you can also come for programs of this nature. So most of them are 8 months. So when you come for these programs, at the end of these programs, the government will give you, I mean, you are entitled to apply for a postgraduate work permit. Now, within this period, if you actually acquire the skill, then what you want to do is to work. If you got the skill, then you get a job very fast, and then you work for like 6 months. After working, then you can apply for a permanent residence. Whatever you want to do, like you're free, you're fully open to do that. So, and one thing very important is you need to pick a course that is relevant, a course that is in line and consistent, that coheres with your existing experience. If you're able to pick a course in that line, then you wouldn't have any problem. There are other courses like in the area of pharmaceutical manufacturing, very suitable for people that are into medicines, people that are into medical sciences, anatomy students, pharmaceutical students, and no matter what background you have, if you have the science background, you can come in for some of these programs. Some of them are just certificate programs. Some of them are postgraduate certificate programs. So they would be really suitable for you. So for these programs, on the completion of these programs, you are employable in most of the pharmaceutical plants here in Canada and even in Vancouver, to be more precise. So we're going to look at some other programs. We have 3D design, graphics, CCNA, Cisco certified network assistant, petroleum engineering technology. Most of these programs are hot cakes, skills you want to really get, drilling and final completion, building design, CAD, architectural. So these are very important programs: business information technology, culinary arts, hotel management, heavy duty hydraulics engineering, auto collision repair and finishing, aerospace manufacturing, structural engineering, instrumentation engineering, early childhood education, child, youth and care, disability studies, community development, economic development. These are so many programs. How does this work? Now, these colleges these programs are run in colleges, most of them in colleges, not in university. We are connected to these colleges and we understand what they need. We have an oversight of what program you should be coming for. We understand the system, we understand the process. So what happens is, whatever is your experience, whatever you have done, all you need to do is to let us know, send your resume to us, and we'll be able to recommend the right program that will be suitable for you. The right program that will enhance the other processes. The right program that will facilitate your ability to enter Canada successfully without issues. Note that most of these programs, any of the programs you must choose, must be a program that reflects career development, that reflects career advancement. So which means if you are, let's say you study, let's look at some case studies. Let's say you studied electrical engineering and then you're working in Shell or one of these companies as, let's say, control engineer. You want to come here easily through acquisition of skill. You want to live, study, and you want to work, study, and live in Canada through acquisition of skill. Then you want to go for a program, a postgraduate program that is related to control. Sorry, it's related to control. That's related to maybe instrumentation. That's related to robotics. Like you must be within the. You must and you must choose programs that are within your experience from education, experience from job. So you want to be able to establish or present a logical case. Invariably, you want to choose a program that shows that, yeah, this is what I have done, this is what I started with, this is what I've done, and this is what I'm coming to do in Canada, and it must be logical. For example, you can't do theater art and then you're just applying for, let's say you're applying for engineering program. You can do theater art and then you're applying for, like, you can do that. There's no law that stops you, but I can bet you, like, the probability of success is very low, very low. Getting the admission, even getting the visa, it's pretty low. So what you want to do, you want to choose programs that are consistent, that cohere, that correlate with what you are doing as presently. There are people, especially using Africa as a case study. In Africa, people, you see engineers working in the bank. It's very common. Engineers working in the bank, you see doctors working in different places, business people working in so career development, very few people are actually building a rewarding career in Africa. Very few people are doing that. And that is something that must change. Now, how do you mitigate, how do you go around this if you want to enhance to Canada? Let's say you studied electrical engineering and you ended up in the bank, and then you have had about 7 to 8 years working experience in the bank. How do you pitch this story? How do you make something logical out of this? Now, for situations of this nature, what you want to do is, if you then you want to use your experience, because your experience, your academic acquisition have not been developed over time. So you've spent so many years not even doing anything related to electrical engineering, but rather doing things related to bank and finance. Then you can actually pick a program related to finance. Like you can pick programs. We have programs like financial planners, um, investor relations. We have those programs that are related to like the bank. And then when you pick up those and then you get the offer, then what you want to do is you want to present a story that coheres, that say, okay, this is your interest, this is who you were, this is what you studied, but due to the economy, due to the environment you find yourself, which is Africa, you are unable to build a career in this. This is where you have built this career, and you've learned this so much that you want to enhance it. And that enhancing it is you want to pick a postgraduate program in Canada, and then you want to pick a program that is related to that. I mean, these are typical stories that will fly, that will sell, and then you can easily come in here, acquire those skills, and get into the workforce, and that will facilitate your abilities to stabilize within the system. So how do we come into this situation? We have the first-hand information, connection with the schools. We know when the programs are on. We know how to get into the schools very easily. We have contracts with most of the schools, and then we will help you along the process from start to finish. Will be provides guidance to you when you come in here. will show you, okay, this is what it is, this is what you need to do, this is the program you're taking, this is how you want to manage this, this is how you want to handle this. And that is pretty much what it looks like. So when you contact us, we'll be able to help you. So what do we really do? We make arrangements for call career paths. We do what we call study paths. We look at choice of province. We look at admission process. So we enhance and we plan all this in such a way that is really and rightly suitable for you in all you want to do. So because everything starts from having a career path, having a plan. The career path reflects your career plan, and which is proportional to the program you're going to take. So there is a relationship with the program you're taking and the career you're building. So when you understand the career you're building, you understand what is required, then that will enable you to pack your bags very well. What do I mean by packing your bags very well? I mean, packing your bags mean picking up the skills you need, picking up the pluses, the things that's going to help you excel, triumph, I mean, in your workplace. Let's say your destination is working, building a rewarding career in the work environment. Then you want to pick up the skills. I'm an engineer, like I have an engineering background, so that's why I always use engineering as example. Now, let's say you actually studied mechanical engineering, or let's say you studied electrical engineering. Now, if you're coming for these programs, you have to understand as an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer, to be more precise, there are some skills you need, some skills that are required in the workforce. An example of those skills is what? So, which means it's not just about the program, it's not just studying mechanical that is important. What is important is what is needed in the workforce. As a mechanical engineer, you must be conversant with what we call CAD design. You have to be able to do CAD design. You have to be able to use AutoCAD. You have maybe Pro E. You have to be able to use CATIA. All these modeling softwares. You have to be able to use at least one or two of them. You have to specialize in one or two of them. You have to pick this. You may not learn this directly in the school, but you have to pick this up. How do you pick this and put this in your bag? You have to pick up a course that's related to this. So let's say you're building this career and you've come for the short program. You have to still look around. What are other things I need to be so the best potential job applicant there? You know, if you're mechanical as case study, you have to pick up that CAD design ability and skills. The second, you have to say you have to pick up. Let's say you're into heat simulation, heat modeling, stress analysis, simulation, stress modeling, all those things. You have to learn the softwares, ANSYS. You have to learn whatever software, finite element, FE analysis. Yeah, you know what you need to do. There are some things that makes you a mechanical engineer. There are some things that make you financial analysis. Some things, some softwares you need to be able to use. You have to learn some of these things yourself. While your thoughts on the job, what you need to know, you're picking up some tools, you're picking up some skills that are necessary. Choice of province, basically for people, the objective is really to come here, settle down. Well, that is, people have different objectives. Now, the choice of province, you have to be very careful when you're choosing province. There are some provinces that are easy if you're looking at settling down, whatever you want to do with your wife, with your family. There are some provinces that are maybe easier, some maybe harder. Most of these will be correlated or proportional to the population within the vicinity and the number of immigrants within that environment. So let's say you're coming for a program like this, you want to look at provinces that are still like fresh, accepting more people, willing to expand. Population is low relatively to other provinces. You want to go to those provinces because the probability, the likelihood of getting your permanency, I mean, if that is your objective, probably it's going to be high. When you, I mean, that becomes your option, if that becomes your what you want to do, then it's going to be very easy. So choose a province. There are so many provinces. We have Manitoba, we have New Brunswick, we have Saskatchewan. There are so many other provinces you want to be looking at. Some people go to Toronto, some people go to Vancouver, Calgary. They are also good, very nice provinces. From Montreal, you want to look at language, factors, these are other variables that are important. If you're bilingual, if you speak French, you speak English. With Canada, it's French and English speaking country. Then you want to go to Montreal. Yeah, that skill may become very relevant and become essential, become a tool, a competitive advantage to you. Or you want to, so whatever is the case, there is a province that will be suitable for you. That is just what I'm trying to say. There's so many provinces, and there's just one that will be suitable for you. You just need to let us know what your circumstances are, what your situation are. You need to understand all these things, then you'll be able to choose wisely and correctly. The admission process, we handle this. This is something we have been doing. This is something we can help you, we can teach you, so you don't have to worry about that. All you will need to do is make your choice and other stuff. I mean, if you want to do, like, we can provide guides and guidelines for you. That won't be a problem. Most of the schools issue admissions within 2 weeks, some issue within 4 weeks, some within 5 weeks. It's just going to vary with school and the kind of course. Most courses are highly competitive. They are not offered all year round, so you need to be sure, know when you want to enter Canada, know what time you want to start the arrangement, so you'll be able to be on time. You're not just like rushing and then you're mixing up things around. So that's it. So we're going to look at if you really need to contact us for some of these things, you need assistance, you need support. And you can see our website is here. We are always up, we are never down. That's the first website, that's the second website, that's our email, that's our phone number. You can call us anytime. We are always willing to assist you. Just let us know what the situations is, or what the situations are, what the situations look like, and then the situation look like, and we can be able to assist you with that. So yeah, so invariably, I'm just going to summarize this. Just hold on, let me go back to this section. Okay. Hold on, please. Okay, so I'm just trying to get something working first. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. So at this point, we are just going to look at if there are questions. We have already received some questions over the we hold on, this question and answer here. So I'm just going to put this. So we actually asked people to drop their questions, and we'll be able to answer them. So we received some questions. We may look into those questions in the absence of uh, anything. I'm just going to change something. Just hold on. This is supposed to be like this. Okay, awesome, awesome. So coming question and answers. So in summary, what this looks like, I'm just going to summarize it. So enhancing or coming to Canada is something that is realistic. It's something that have been done severally. So there is no complexity associated with this if you understand your way around it. So all you need to do is acquire a skill. A skill makes you valuable, and that valuable transcends or translates to getting a job fast. And getting a job fast translates to stability, and stability translates to permanency. So that is what the flowchart looks like. So that is why we are emphasizing that you concentrate on the foundations, the foundation that determine the end. So the foundation is getting a skill. What skill do you have now? How can you complement that skill with a Canadian education? And when you complement that skill with a Canadian education, then you can flow through the process I've just explained to actualize your goal or what your objective is. So that is what it looks like. So I don't know if you have a question. If there's any question, I'm going to answer the question. But if there is no question, I'm going to go through some questions we have received. So I'm just going to wait for questions. You can type your questions, whatever you want to do. You can just drop them there, and we're going to see. But you can just type it. If you want to talk, you can let me know and let you talk. That's just fine. Okay, I'm just going to go through some of the questions we've received. and then we are going to go through some of those questions right away. So I'll just hold on. Let me get that. Just hold on, I'm coming. Just hold on, I'm coming, please. Try to put this up. Okay, so I'm just going to read the first question. So the first question here is, how long can this whole process take? Well, how long can this whole process take is going to vary. It's going to vary. It depends on what intake you're coming for. It depends on when you're coming to Canada. It depends on how ready you are for the process. So it depends on how ready you are for the process. So this way, hold on, please. Sorry. Okay, so hold on, I'm coming, please. Sorry about that. I have to respond to someone. So it depends on how ready you are for the process. It depends on when you are willing to execute. So when you are willing to execute, when you're ready to execute. So all this will determine how fast the whole process can. Now we've had situations where this whole process took like let's say 3 months or less, and so it's just from admission. You get your admission, and after your admission takes like 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the school, depending on other variables that are important and essential. So after admission, the next step is what's the next step? After admission, the next step is you have to get a lot of things. So you have to get a lot of things, and then you have to do what we call get a lot of things. After that, you have to do what we call um, documentations. You put your documentations for visa, and then we have support systems for that. We have authorized immigration personnel that handle that, that provide support for that. So, and after that is done, that takes about 2 months or so. So your admission is about 2 weeks or more. Then your visa, depending on the process, could take about 2 months or so. So we've seen people coming within 3 months. So you go 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, depending on your execution time, how fast, how soon. Sorry, depending on how fast, how soon the whole process is going to take. So these are important things you want to look at, and but everything is going to be fine. Yeah. So we are going to look at the next question here. Sorry, I was distracted a little bit. Hold on. So the next question we have here is, can I come to study with my kids? Well, this looks more like an immigration question. I'm just still going to give you some clues, heads up. Yeah, of course you can come to study with your kids. Your kids can join you. Your kids can accompany you as dependents. So you are the primary applicant. You're the one doing this. You're the one studying. So your kids can join you. Yeah, so they can work with you. So and within if you are within the right age range, yeah, they can actually study for free. depending on situations. Like I said previously, in Canada, you can enjoy free medical care. You can enjoy a lot of things. And yeah, so if you have all this figured out, then you're going to be fine. So studying with your kids is something that is essential, that is possible, that is feasible. You can come with them. So, but this is dependent on if you get a visa for them. So, and our authorized immigration personnel will handle this completely and will guide you rightly. We're going to look at the next one here. Hmm. So the next question we have here is, what is the cost? What is the total cost this whole process can take? Well, hold on. This whole process can take the cost is going to also vary with what program you're taking, what school you're taking, what province. But I'm just going to give you some kind of statistics range. Like most programs here, the tuition fee, depending on the programs, will vary for 1 year. It's going to go from, let's say, 8,000 to about 14,000 Canadian dollars. So most of the programs we support, the minimum fee is around 8,000. The maximum fee is around 14,000. So that's the range. So that's the range. So for, yeah, that's the range. That's what you can see. That's what you can get. So, and that is for the tuition fee. Then we're going to look at the cost of living in 1 year. The cost of living for 1 year is also going to be it's also variable, right? The cost of living for 1 year is projected to around 10,000 to 12,000. So cost of living for 1 year is 10,000 to 12,000. What else again? Tuition fee for 1 year is around 8,000 to 12,000. So we can see that if we add that, we are looking at 20,000, 18,000 range. That's for cost of living and for tuition, which are the most basic important things you need. We also have what we call miscellaneous. You may want to add like 3,000 for miscellaneous. You're looking at around 23,000. You want to look at travel, flights. You want to look at what else? Your visa application and all those other stuff. Like when if you're initiating any of this process, we'll provide them detailed information for to you. We'll send you emails and we'll send you what the quotation looks like from our authorized agents and from depending on what you really want to do. So that wouldn't be a problem. But your tuition fees around within 8,000 to 14,000. Your cost of living is around 10,000, and you can actually pay on installment, right? You can pay gradually. You can negotiate. You can arrange you can arrange with the school, and so that would not be a problem. That's just easy. That's not a problem. So yeah. So I'm just going to take the fourth question here. And the fourth question here is oh no, I'm not going to take that one. I'll just take the fifth one. The fifth one is I have a brother in Canada. Can he invite me? Well, this is an immigration question. We are not going to answer this question. Yeah, of course he can invite you, but that's more of an immigration question. So I'm going to look at the sixth question here. So what are the high programs in demand, programs that are viable for job search? Well, I think that's from what I understand from that question. You're asking about what programs will enhance your ability to get a job. Well, there are so many programs, like we said. You want to pick up skill-based programs, one. Secondly, you want to pick up programs that will enhance job search, is job acquisition. You want to pick up programs that are maybe engineering related, skill. You want to look at network technician program, network technology. You want to look at oil related programs, like Abata also. You want to look at programs that are related to engineering design. If you're in electrical, you want to look at programs that are related to wiring, installation, and all those stuff. If you're in electronics, you want to look at programs that are related to control, look at robotics. If you're looking at also other programs, you're looking at social sciences programs, social sciences programs. Yeah, programs that are related to social sciences, right? So most of those programs are great and are very essential. Social sciences programs such as social works, such as social works. What program again? You're looking at social works. You're looking at developmental service worker. You're looking at developmental disorder assistant. You're looking at autism and behavioral studies. You're looking at all those programs that are related to the community and the socials and the community. So most of these programs are essential and they are important. So yeah, they enhance your ability to get a job very fast. And then also other programs that are very essential are programs related to the medical field. So programs related to finance, and accounting, several programs that like drilling, lating, CNC. There are so many programs. All you just need to do when we see your resume, we're able to profile or recommend the best program that will be most suitable for you. So I'm still going to look at the next question here. I think that will be the last question we're going to take for today. Hold on, please. Okay. So we have another question. So can I transfer from a school in Toronto to a school in a different location? Well, yeah, of course, that's possible. Transfer is possible everywhere. So it's something you can do, like the system allows you to do that. So you can actually transfer from one school to the other. That is very, very possible. Very possible. Just that you want to you all you need to do, you have to go to a program that supports credit transfer of credit. So and then that will be fine. So when they transfer your credit, then you transfer part of your fees, and then you can register. You can go to the new school and register. So I'm just going to make some kind of summary. So what you want to do, it's a very, very simple process. What you want to do is first identify your present situation and circumstances. The whole process obviously requires money. And so you want to be sure like you are prepared, you have the capacity to go through the process. We have developed support systems, we have developed solutions for all kind of problems you may have or you may have in the course of this. We have solutions for them all. So all you need to do is key into the solution, key into the system, the structure we have designed and developed, and then you'll be fine. We have seen a lot of successes. So many people are happy. From start it looked like impossible, but thereafter they were able to actualize the objective. So all we want to do is have your goals clear, and when you have your goals clear, you just need to connect with us, let us know what your circumstances are, what it looks like, and then we'll be able to recommend, we're able to provide the perfect solution for you. So, and we have done this before severally, so this will not be a problem. We have helped different kind of people, different classes of people. This is something we know very well. This is something we can do. So, if you need support, you can send us emails. Um, can send us emails at info@chibismagency.com, or you can just Google Chibis to services, Chibis at end on Google, and that will take you to our page. If you need have any question after now, you could call us on phone. There's so many things you could do, and we'll try as much as possible to provide answers that will help you. So what we are actually out to do is to help you, and at the most effective cost-effective rates at I wish is fine. So I'm just going to take one last question that just came in now. So and that question is, how much do we charge? So how much do we charge? Actually, the charges are variable. We actually don't charge much because we believe this is just a way to give back to the community. This is a way to help a lot of people. Most businesses today do not understand that. So for us, our charges are very, very considerate, and they are very affordable. So most application fees here are within the range of $70 to $150, and our processing fees are standard $400. With that, you have your admission. Then we'll take you to the next stage. So if you have further questions, you can just call us, and we'll be willing to help you. So I'm just going to still give you opportunity for any other question. If there's no other live question, then we are going to come to the end of this broadcasting today. And then this is also to let you know that tomorrow we'll be having the next one, which is for graduate studies. For those that are going to masters, those that are wants to go into research, and then we are going to explore and we are going to exhaust every avenues to bring this information to everyone. So thank you so much, and do have yourself a nice day. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, bye bye, see you.